Nate!
What you're about to witness is the stuff of legends. Stories you can only hear in books. Tall tales passed down from generation to generation. Stories of good versus evil. Stories like David versus Goliath. And now, Nate, you're about to witness a legend be born before your very eyes. The legend of the beast, conquering every trial put before him. By some divine snafu, the Pokémon gods thwarted me to not just one, but 2 battles against the most elite players. And while in most occasions that would lead to a surefire loss in both matchups, due to carelessness and your attention being divided, I'm about to show you, Nate, where the beast isn't an example of most cases. And Nate, you're about to see firsthand why I'm not like most men. Genuinely, Nate, this is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I don't even have the voice filter on. That's how serious it is. So, again, both of these battles took place at the same exact time, but for continuity's sake, for this to make sense, I'm going to be showing them turn by turn. But obviously that is not how these battles actually went down. So, one game went pretty well, and the other game went absolutely to shit. So the first game I showed, that'll be game 1. Game 2 will be this game right here. So game 1 starts off really badly. Zapdos goes down because Zapdos is a frail fucking bird. All right, and then in game 2, I'm trying to use Sucker Punch, which I can't even do because Psychic Terrain is up. You can't use Sucker Punch in Psychic Terrain, so I'm just being stupid. I think I do kind of a good play here with the After You, trying to get the Clawitzer to make Diancie move faster, but the Levani comes in and tanks it. The Espathra terrestrialized, it doesn't even matter, because I still try to use fucking Sucker Punch like an idiot. And then Chen Pao goes down to Dazzling Gleam. Like, I'm playing so terribly. I'm so flustered. I can't believe I'm in 2 battles at once right now. I don't even know how this happened. So I send out Cleavor. We come back to this, to game 1. I'm trying to put on some damage, but, like, I don't know. It's not looking good. Vigoroth has gotten an accuracy drop. I hit out Diamond Storm. I think that'll take out the Levani. I guess not. I guess Levani is a beast of a Pokemon. I don't know. But it tanks it. We come back to game 1. The Lumina Crash, or game 2. The Lumina Crash does some pretty good damage, but I'm able to do some even better damage to the Espathra and set up some stones. We take the Indeedee out, but the Espathra is getting fast, but it has Life Orb, so I don't feel too threatened by it. Go back to this game, and I'm just taking a fucking beating here. My Diancie's low, my Vigoroth is low, but I use an After You to take down the Levani, which is good, and I have my defenses up high. However, a special attack move comes out and takes out Diancie, and Vigoroth just has no accuracy. He's gonna miss every move now. So I make in Toad Scroll. I hit a Protect because at this point I don't even know what I'm doing, because I still have both of them going on at the same time. But Espathra goes down, which was great. And I didn't Icy Wind, which means the Follow Me does practically nothing, even if I didn't do Icy Wind. We come back to this one, game 1, Double Edge. You know, it's just not doing what I need. You know, it gets out the Icy Wind, it does some good damage to Toad School, lowers its speed like nobody's business. Now this move right here is crucial for later, putting the Clawitzer to sleep. That's gonna be huge, and you'll see later. We come back to this game. I get a very lucky crit to take out the Clefable. And I'm feeling pretty good about this game because I'm up 5 mons to 3. I'm feeling really good about this one. And to the point where I kind of stopped even paying close attention to it and really just focused in on this one, because in this one, it's the opposite effect. I'm 3 to 5 here, where the other one I'm 5 to 3. So it's looking really dire. We come back to this one. He's trying to do some chip damage on the Milotic with the Fake Out. I get the X Scissor. Does great damage despite it not being very effective, but Cleavor goes down through the Life Orb. Probopass gets the rest. Heals up fully, which would have been an issue, but for some reason, we'll see. Fake Out on the Zekrom. I can't do anything with Zekrom now. Icy Wind tries to lower the speed. Zekrom has a Clear Amulet, which doesn't allow that. Giga Drain does some good damage and some health. Now, I do the close combat on the Probo Pass, knock it out, despite the double defense, knock it out in one hit, not even a crit. And that's pretty much the end of this battle. There's still another turn or two, but you'll see that this is pretty much the end. We come back to game one. I use a Rage Powder. I don't even know what I'm doing here, but I want to keep Zekrom alive, because Zekrom is a good Pokemon. I take out the Wish Cache, which is huge, because that motherfucker has a lot of defense. I bring in the Rabska, who takes a little bit of slowness, but he's slow anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. We come back to game one, and this is pretty much the end of this battle. Close combat on the Hitmonchan, takes it out. The Psychic brings Conkeldurr down to 7%, which then he gets a burn, which means next turn he'll lose no matter what. He tried to time me out, lost due to inactivity, and I win the first battle, which on its own is huge. I was good with just that happening, because look at this. This battle is looking terrible. He gets a Revival Blessing, so now it's 5-2. Take out the Calyrex, now it's 4-2. And luckily I get my own Revival Blessing off, so now it's 3-4. So now while it doesn't look like it because Zekrom goes down here, this is the moment where I realized I could actually win this battle despite how dire it looked, because Palmot goes down, making the battle 3-2. And then I realized that Diancie has a Terra type of Grass, which allowed me to withstand any of Wish Cache's offense. So then all I need is for the Quattro to stay asleep so I can set up Trick Room, and it does! And it stays asleep! And then I get off the Trick Room, giving me the speed advantage, which then allows me to do some damage to Wish Cache and take out the Quattro, making this battle 2-2. I've come back from the trenches, Nate! Okay, Nate, I need to come to a pause for a second. I'm sure you're confused why the screen has turned black and the music has stopped. It's because I need to explain something to you before we continue to the resolution of this battle. I need to give you a quick technical lesson so you can truly appreciate the intensity of this moment. Now, in Pokemon Showdown, when a battle reaches its final turn, you are still able to watch the final turn play out. However, this menu will pop up signifying to the player that the battle has indeed come to an end. You can watch the final turn play out, but you will now have the knowledge that the battle is about to come to its close. So what this means is once that menu pops up, there's certain things that can happen in a battle that practically spells out that you have lost. Most importantly, failing to knock out your opponent's Pokemon. And Nate, in this next turn, turn 13, that menu popped up. So with this knowledge that this next turn is the final turn, Nate, I need you to strap in for something legendary. Now, Nate, as this turn begins, I assume that the ending of the battle is in my favor because I have the speed advantage and the type advantage. So I send out the Diamond Storm thinking that's going to take it away. And then I see the health drop as Noctowl survives, which lets me know, after climbing out of the trenches, going through all that hype, all that excitement, I had lost. And then I see something that confirms it, as Noctowl sends out Hyper Voice, a spread move that does 90 damage, and that pretty much confirmed that I had lost the battle. Except the Rabska stays alive with 7% health! Somehow it stays alive! And then I see it. The Noctowl goes down to its own hubris of using a Life Orb! And Nate, I win! I win 2 battles at once! Even when my back was against the wall, I stared the gods in their face and I told them that I am your champion. I am your beast. No matter what trials you put before me, I will conquer them